Hey everyone, Coach Kolat here, Navy Wrestling. Kind of want to give you a recap what the guys are doing right now and where we're at in the season. Currently the guys are in finals for the semester, so it's important right now. They're getting EI, they're getting tutoring sessions. They're studying with kids in their company and teammates. And then we also have two segments during the day. One, they can come in the morning to get a workout in, or they can come in the afternoon, whatever fits their schedule best. It's important academically they finish the semester strong, and so everybody's doing a really good job of that, and hopefully we have a good final segment here of the semester, and we've got some great grades that come out of it. We ran tournaments up front in our schedule this year. The first event that we started at was the Clarion Open. We had 10 guys placed in the event. We had 3 guys in the finals. We had Josh Coderhant, Val Park, and Grady Grice all made the finals of that event. Coderhant and Val both dropped some close ones, and then Grady Grice came out with the championship there this year. Grady's been wrestling really well all season. He seems that event sort of springboarded him, and he's been a leader in the room and a leader on the mat, and he's been doing well since the season started. Following the Clarion Open, the next weekend we went to Binghamton, the Bearcat Open. We had 5 guys in the finals up there. We had 8 placers. Andrew Cerniglia walked away with the title. Grady Grice, again, another title, walked away with it. And Jacob Kozer, our team captain, walked away with the title up there. So I thought it was a pretty good performance from Clarion. They kind of made adjustments. We worked on some things in the room, some great attitude adjustments, mindset, and then you saw that appear in the Binghamton at the Bearcat. Following Bearcat, we got a chance to wrestle at home here on the yard. So we had our annual Navy Classic, had some good competition. We had Nebraska show up, Michigan State show up. We had teams from the MAC, we had teams from the Big Ten, teams from the EIWA. We had 9 guys placed. We had 2 in the finals. No champs in this event. Fell a little short. But Jacob Kozer and Grady both fell short in the finals. I thought overall our performance looked pretty good. We suffered some injuries coming out of that event. That's part of the sport, but we made adjustments. But I thought overall as a team we did okay. Not great, but we did okay at the Classic. Following the Navy Classic, we headed out to Vegas. Vegas is arguably, you could argue it's the second toughest tournament in the nation right now, behind the NCAA tournament. We saw schools from the Big Ten, the ACC, Big 12. It was a mix. We go there every year annually. It's a great time preseason to see some of the competition that we won't see on the West Coast. We had 2 placers, Jacob Kozer and Josh Coderhant. Coderhant taking 4th, Kozer taking 7th. We took 9 guys out. We didn't take a full squad to that event. Suffered some injuries prior from the Classic, still coming out of it. So 9 guys went and competed. It was great to get our feet wet. The guys had a nice trip to Vegas, got off the yard a little bit, and then we prepped and got ready for Maryland. Following Vegas, we had our first dual meet competition of the year with Maryland, who's right down the road, about 30 minutes. Awesome crowd. We used Wesley Brown this year so we could stream it on ESPN. I thought the setup was pretty nice. I think the fans enjoyed it. It was packed tight. It was a good dual meet. I think both teams wrestled well. We didn't come up with the victory. We lost 18-15. As a coach, you're trying to assess, did guys quit when they got out there? We definitely had, some guys not perform to their ability. But I didn't leave there with my head down. I mean, the guys wrestled, they battled, they fought. They just got outsmarted or outmatched in some of the matches that we dropped. And we split 5-5. It was 18-15. It came down to 157 and 165 we had to finish out with. We started the duel at 174. We had to win the last 2 bouts in order to win the dual meet. We dropped at 157, and then Val Park pretty much dominated his opponent at 165, but it wasn't enough for us to come out with a victory at the duel. But I thought it was a great atmosphere at home. I think it showed the support for Navy wrestling. I think that duel continues to get bigger and better every year with Maryland down the road. But again, that's where we're at in the season, so I wanted to kind of recap. We're getting ready. The guys will finish finals. They'll go home for Christmas break. We're going to send some guys to the Soldier Salute in Iowa. That happens out there in into December. While some guys are competing out there, we're going to have a bulk of guys back here training, using it as a training block. We'll springboard into F&M from that training block, and then we'll primarily hit our dual meets from there on out. Finish the season and prep for Army as we get ready for the EIWAs and the NCAA tournament as well. So I also want to say thank you for everyone who supported on Giving Day. We raised a decent amount of money. Thank you for everyone who stepped up and helped the Navy Wrestling program. We can't do it without you, and continued your support. So after that, I wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.